Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna in for Paula Degnan. The Commonwealth will keep one Democrat and one Republican U.S. Senator after Bob Casey won re-election last night. Casey beat out Republican Congressman and Hazleton native Lou Barletta. Unofficially, Casey only beat Barletta by just over 630,000 votes according to the Department of State's website. Last night at the Pines in downtown Hazleton, Barletta spoke to his supporters, and WYLN TV carried his speech live last night.
I just want to say that I had a nice conversation with Senator Casey. I wished him well. I wished him well, and I pray for Senator Casey and his family, and I hope there are good days for him. I hope that he can, that he'll be able to work with President Trump for the good of the American people. And I'm sure he will. There's no doubt that he will. I'm sure that he'll serve the people of Pennsylvania as he always has. So again, I congratulate Senator Casey on a well-fought victory tonight. First of all, I want to thank, most importantly, more than anybody, I want to thank my wife, Mary Grace. You know, she has stood with me through this entire journey, from the first time I decided to run for Hazleton City Council, to mayor, to Congress again, and to Congress again, and now you know, the journey for United States Senate. And I could not have a better partner and a better friend than my wife. So thank you.
I first of all want to thank the people of Pennsylvania for their support, of course, and their confidence in me, but also for the privilege of serving them in the United States Senate and to give me another term in that office. I will continue to work every day to earn their trust as a member of the United States Senate. Just a couple of moments ago, just before he made his speech, I spoke to United States Representative Lou Barletta. It was a very gracious phone call, and we talked for a couple of minutes. I said, I've been on both ends of these kinds of calls. I've lost and I've won. We had a very good conversation, wishing each other well, wishing our families well, and then talking about getting together in the future. I'm so grateful for that phone call. In this difficult time for our nation, to have a phone call like that between two people running against each other was something I guess we don't see enough of in American politics. I'm grateful for the call, and I'm also grateful for his willingness to seek public office in Pennsylvania, for his service as a member of the House, and we know that he and his family will have a bright future, and we wish them well.
Barletta said he is not ruling out another run for office, but is going to step back for just a little bit.
You know, I'm going to spend some time with my family. You know, it's been hard being away. I've had some family issues, you know, to deal with, and you know, now I'm going to just take a little time and spend some time for there. And I'm sure my wife has a long list of what's next for me.
Moving on now to the 8th congressional race. Constituents in that district were eagerly watching yesterday's race last night to see who would represent them in Washington. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the details for last night.
Voters in 8th Congressional District had the choice on Tuesday between Democratic incumbent Congressman Matt Cartwright and Republican challenger John Schrin. After the results were in, Cartwright had approximately 61% of the votes to Schrin's 39%. After a presidential endorsement and a recent visit on his behalf by Vice President Mike Pence, John Schrin conceded last night at Skytop Lodge in Monroe County.
And no regrets. I think we've put out a first-class campaign, and we'll take a couple of weeks, reflect, and catch up, and then move ahead.
Music native Matt Cartwright and his supporters gathered to view election coverage at the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, where, when all was said and done, celebrated his being elected to a fourth term in Congress.
Territory is about 52% new territory for me. But you know what? These are places that I know, places that Marion knows and her whole family. Wayne and Pike counties, these are places that I practice law in.
Cartwright will represent the redrawn 8th Congressional District, which include parts of Luzerne and Monroe counties and all of Lackawanna, Pike, and Wayne counties. And as for Schrin's future plans,
I've never done this before. Probably won't be the last time I do it either. So I can say so.
Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Now to the new 9th District that will be represented by Congressman-elect Dan Muser after defeating Denny Wolf last night. Wyln's Julia Wiegand has a recap of last night's election from the Muser camp.
We're going to be there in Washington, being a strong voice for the people of the 9th and doing the things that they want, and it absolutely includes helping advance President Trump's America First agenda.
Both Republican candidate Dan Muser and Democratic candidate Denny Wolf have battled since May to represent the 9th Congressional District in Washington. Last night, Muser came out on top for the newly redrawn district, the final tally having Muser with over 116,000 votes and Wolf with just under 74,000.
Look, I'm about results, so what we need to do is we need to find common ground. We need to do what's in the interest of the people of the United States. It's not that difficult to figure out, and we need to make incremental gains. Negotiation is not a dirty word to me. It's something that is done in business every single day, and we're going to work to move things forward.
Muser said that the 9th Congressional District is very much a microcosm of the United States. He believes that America wants to be prideful and that the people want an economy with opportunity and truly in their interests.
The people in the 9th don't say to me what they want for themselves. They want things for their families, for their communities, and what's best for our country. So people in Congress should be able to figure this out. We should be able to offer a plan to the people. And when special interest gets in the way, and that's very often what occurs, if people aren't focused on what's best for we the people, I'm going to point that out. Because my whole role in serving the 9th is to live up to my commitments to them, to live up to my oath of the Constitution, and to deliver results.
Although Wolf took the loss last night, he hopes the district can still focus on the long list of important issues that are out there in its future.
Everything from making sure that we have better jobs, health insurance needs to be revisited. We need to basically keep in place so many of the things that are working, like pre-existing conditions being covered by insurance. You have immigration reform that's right there that has to be dealt with, infrastructure, the opioid crisis. There's so many things that you learn about when you run for public office. It touches the people's lives in this district. And they all have to be dealt with. Someone has to be their voice in Congress, and I'm sure that Dan Muser will do that.
The third-generation dairy farmer will be heading home, and he can't wait. Wolf said his dairy farm is something he's been absentee from for the last 6 months, so he's excited to get back to his type of normal lifestyle, as well as the private sector again.
You know, we started a campaign with a lot of good ideas. Then we put in place a team that was organized across the new 9th Congressional District. They've done a wonderful job. So we couldn't have asked for more. We knew we had a tough district to deal with. We worked hard at it. We made some progress, but we couldn't bring it the whole way home to victory. So I think that that's what makes this country great. You know, the voting public makes a decision as to who they want to be their next representative. And they voted, they've made that choice, and we respect that.
The district now covers most of Berks, Lebanon, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties, and parts of Montour, Northumberland, and Luzerne counties. Reporting for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Following last night's election, the United States House of Representatives will now be under the control of the Democrats. Democrats will have a 22-seat majority in the House when the new legislative season starts in January. As it stands right now, Republicans did keep control of the Senate. Currently, 51 seats are held by Republicans, 45 by Democrats. There are still 3 seats too close to call as of this newscast. This morning, President Donald Trump addressed the nation and said he accepted the results of the election and he cannot wait to keep moving forward. Also happening today, just one day after the midterms, Attorney General Jeff Sessions has resigned of office at the request of the president. His resignation is effective immediately. Now, Matthew Whitaker, who was the chief of staff under Sessions, will take over as the acting Attorney General until a new permanent one can be named. Now to the state house races. There were 3 out of 5 races that, well, didn't really happen because they were uncontested. State Representative Tara Toohill, Jerry Knowles, and Neil Goodman did not have an election in the primary nor last night, but State Representative Eddie Pashinsky did. He had a race with former radio talk show host Sue Henry. Now, as it stands, unofficially, Pashinsky has a 2,466 vote lead over Henry. Pashinsky will return to the state house for his 7th term. The second seat in our area up for grabs was Jerry Mulderry's seat. Mulderry faced off against challenger Justin Barron's. The results came in that were closer than many had thought, but Mulderry does have a 1,200 lead over Barron's for the 119th seat. He will also be returning to Harrisburg. Coming up on WYLN News, the rest of today's top stories, including 2 arrests, more charges for an ex-felon, and a deadly crash on the turnpike. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast on WYLN. And for tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 57. Friday will be rainy, high of 52. Saturday and Sunday, though, looking to be a nice weekend. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Ex-fugitive Sean Christie remains in prison in Pennsylvania after a 3-month-long manhunt. He was formerly charged and arrested on 3 criminal cases that were filed against him by Pennsylvania State Police Hazleton. Christie allegedly committed crimes in Carbon County in the months of July, August, and September. His charges range from theft to criminal trespass. He was arraigned via video from the Lackawanna County Prison before Magisterial District Judge Joseph Hermanko. Bail was set at $750,000. He awaits a preliminary hearing for those cases, which are scheduled for December 5th, where Christie will defend himself. He is currently behind bars in Lackawanna County, where he is facing a federal trial on 4 counts indictment. He pled not guilty to those charges back on October 26th. Two men from Hazleton were arrested Monday night after police say that they were caught dealing meth. Police arrested 36-year-old Victor Acosta Reyes and 24-year-old Joe Martinez on conspiracy to manufacture, deliver, or possession with the intent to manufacture or deliver drugs, along with delivery of preceding unlawful activities. Both were taken to jail. Acosta Reyes failed to post $200,000 bail, and Martinez failed to post $50,000 bail in Luzerne County. A Scranton man was killed late Tuesday in a crash involving a wrong-way driver on the northeast extension of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, according to state police. 50-year-old Paul Garrity was pronounced dead at the scene of the crash in Franklin Township. Garrity was driving north in the northbound lanes around midnight when his car was hit by 68-year-old Joseph Parisio of Schaefertown, who was traveling south in the northbound lanes. Garrity's car was then hit by a third car that was traveling behind him. No word if charges will be filed in this case. Thanks to a $1 million loan, 25 new full-time jobs will be coming to West Hazleton. Summit Utility Structures, LLC, was approved for the loan from the Pennsylvania Development Authority. The company produces tubular poles that are used in the lighting and utilities industry. Governor Tom Wolf announced today that Summit was one of 5 companies that were approved for the loan. The company plans to expand by purchasing machinery and equipment and creating 25 new positions. The 10-year loan comes with a 3.75% interest rate through Can Do. Coming up on Boston Run's News Choice and Community and You, it's Wellness Wednesday. Plus, one community in our area gets a grant to fix 2 old roads. But as we head out to break, let's take a look at your midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played, everyone. Stay with us.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors.
On Wyln, everyone, I'm Gary Perna, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. Today, I'm very happy to have Dr. Richard Greco with us, who is a newcomer to Lehigh Valley Physicians Group, who specializes as an OBGYN doctor. So, Dr. Greco, thanks so much for coming on.
Well, Gary, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And
I appreciate it.
You are a relatively newcomer to our area, the Greater Hazleton area. So, first of all, let's have a little bit of background information, where you hail from, where you went to college, and what brought you here.
Sure, no problem. Well, I said I'm actually originally from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, right down the road. Ended up going to medical school at Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, and I just completed my residency at St. John's Episcopal Hospital in Far Rockaway, or essentially Queens, New York.
Wow.
And pretty much came back to the area when I was done. I was a city person for 8 years, but I said definitely good to be back in the area.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's for sure.
I'm not a big hustle and bustle person. I could never make it in big cities like that. But you are here today, and first of all, I'm very pleased to have Dr. Greco here to talk about some very important topics. And we're going to start with really the importance of any woman who is pregnant about getting the Tdap vaccination. So could you explain to me what that is?
Yeah, so the Tdap vaccination, I said for people who don't know what it is. Essentially, it's a vaccine that protects against 3 different types of bacteria. Okay. Of course, tetanus, diphtheria, and acellular pertussis. And for those of the viewers who are out there, acellular pertussis, they might have heard of the whooping cough. And essentially, this is a vaccine that we recommend that all pregnant patients get between 27 and 36 weeks of gestation. Okay. And one of the new guidelines that are out is not only do we recommend the mothers getting vaccinated, we also recommend that people who are in close contact with the mothers, like caregivers, fathers, other family members, that they get vaccinated ideally between 2 weeks of coming in contact.
Wow. So, and I know we've seen a lot, thanks to the advancement of medicine and technology, a lot of new information coming out with this. So, why is it so important that we see mothers and those who come in close contact to get this vaccination to help protect the baby who will be arriving shortly?
Right. So there has been a lot of research that's been out, and actually whooping cough at one point was almost eradicated because of vaccination, but it has made a comeback, and infants essentially don't start getting vaccinated until they're about 2 months of age, and actually they've been found to have a high death rate from whooping cough within the first 3 months. So the reason why we want to give it while they're pregnant is that it gives the baby a chance to get immunity to help prevent these early deaths within the first couple months of life.
And something that maybe we won't think about right away, but is so crucial to that little baby infant in the first few weeks of their life. And having this, you and other providers throughout the network, and I'm sure across the world, recommend that this be given because of all the statistics we're seeing. So, how does the conversation happen? How do we get that started?
I mean, definitely when they're around 27 to 36 weeks, of course we have the conversation with them. We tell them that, what the vaccine, protects, against. We tell them that, and it has been shown that is essentially safe, during pregnancy. So, a lot of times we don't really have a lot of pushback, from the patients, fortunately. But we do tell them, though, that, if for whatever reason, if they're afraid, of it affecting the baby, that if they don't want to get it, during the pregnancy, usually we try to give it to them, right after they deliver. Okay. And most patients are pretty compliant with that.
And I know in that time, there's a lot going on and a lot that we're wrapping your head around. But we also, of course, like we do every Wellness Wednesday here, we put the information up on your screen that you can head to lvhn.org to learn more about the providers and more about the hospital and the great work that they're doing. And also, if you were in need of a new doctor, you can give the 5014-LVH phone call and schedule an appointment with Dr. Greco. He is now accepting new patients and is a great person to talk to. We've had a good in-depth conversation here today. And Dr. Greco, thanks so much for coming on with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate it.
Welcome to Greater Hazleton.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here on Wellness Wednesdays, here on Community and You. We'll see you next time on WYLN.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Whitetail Preserve and Event Center, Thanksgiving takeout menu. Relax. We'll do the cooking for you. You can pick it up on Thanksgiving between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Orders must be placed by November 18th at 2 p.m. Call 570-535-6123. This traditional meal offer is for 10 people, just $110 plus tax.
It is championship week. Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk. Join myself and Hazleton area head coach Mike Brennan this week as we go over the victory over Williamsport, a look ahead to the district championship against Delaware Valley. And our guest this week is Bryce Reed. It's all this week on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Rush Township was awarded a $43,000 grant to repair 2 roads thanks to the Schuylkill Conservation District. Township supervisors say the money will be used to redo Keller and Eohotto Road in Hometown. The grant is part of the Commonwealth's Dirt, Gravel, and Low Volume Road Maintenance Program, which aims to eliminate strip pollution caused by runoff from unpaved or low-volume public roads. The first phase of the project will start in April. And once again tonight, Wyln has a chance for you to win tickets to an upcoming event at the Strand in McAdoo. The Legends Oldies Band, The Legends, will be performing on Saturday, November 10th to benefit the McAdoo Playgrounds. The night of music also includes a buffet, fun and entertainment, and all proceeds will benefit the playgrounds. Doors open at 5:30 and the show starts at 7 p.m. at the Strand at 110 West Broad Street in McAdoo. You can call us right now at 570-459-1869 extension 1172. And right now, for your chance to win, you need to leave your name, your phone number, the town you live in for the ticket giveaway. That's the news. Stay with us tonight to look at your weathers next here on WYLN.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
choice. For news, weather, and live local sports, WYLN, we're your local network.